Hello my kinsmen, I'm your band of gang, bringing all three of you a new episode of my friend acclaimed series, the Follow New Vegas Gun Guide. This episode is essentially a follow-up to the 357 Magnum, as this gun is the Cowboy Repeater, the only other weapon in the base game to use the 357 Magnum ammunition. The Repeater design is about as old as the revolver design. It is one of the first self-extracting actions that ejected and reloaded a cartridge from a tube. Used mostly in shotguns today, it is used primarily in pumps, but this uses a lever action. The in-game model is based off the Winchester Model 1892, and it has also been able to be looted from low-level fiends, raiders, and it seems to be the main weapon for the recruit legionaries. The Cowboy Repeater is on the same level for damage as the 357 Magnum, simply because of the cartridge. However, due to the fact that it's a rifle, it has a longer barrel, which means the bullet would therefore be going faster, so it has a slight increase in damage. It has a base damage of 32, and which is much higher than most handguns, but is still lower for the rifles, but really nothing to brush off. It has an unmodded magazine capacity of 7, and a theoretical damage per second of 54.2, or 65 with mods, and a sustained damage per second of 29.3 or 32.3 with mods. The critical chance is 1.25%, and it adds an additional 32 damage. The AP cost for one shot is 27, which is only one higher than the revolver. But the Cowboy Repeater has a damage per AP ratio of 1.2, which is higher than the revolver's 1. The sights on the Repeater are good from medium to long range, however it will take a while to get accustomed to it. It is what is considered a peephole sight, which cuts off most of your peripheral vision and only leaves you with a small circle in the middle for what we will actually be aiming at, and therefore it makes it bad for close quarters. Unfortunately, it also fires to the left slightly. It also shares the 1x1 reload of the revolver, but it is slightly faster than the revolver. It also has a much less spread of 0.06. Unfortunately, unlike the revolver, it requires a skill of 25 in guns, but it can be replaced with a bolt action, lever action, and pump action guns if you have the Joy perk. Now for the economics. The gun has a base value of 800 caps and a weight of 5. It uses the same ammo as the Magnum, which is the 357 Magnum, the hollow point, the jacketed flat point, and 38 special. Now that comes at a cost of 2 for the standard, 3 for the hollow point and jacketed flat point, and only 1 for the 38 special. The gun comes with 3 mods. The first mod is the maple stock, which reduces the weight by 1.5 pounds. The second is the long tube, which adds 4 bullets to the magazine capacity, and the custom action, which increases the fire rate by 20%. They cost $675, $750, and $850, respectively, which adds up to 2,275 caps, and therefore the entire gun is 3,075 caps. There is a unique variant of this weapon called the long carbine, but it's in French, and because I don't want to insult the French or make anyone angry, I'm not going to pronounce it, because I would butcher it like a butcher. It is actually found on Camp McCann on Corporal Sterling of the NCR 1st Recon. It has a scope, which is not a modification, but it also comes with a long tube mod. It loads all at once though, and at a flat 2.5 seconds compared to each reload 1x1, which is 0.5 per bullet. It comes with the scope, and it has a higher durability at 745 with standard shots and 995 with 38 special. Now you might be thinking, why the heck would I use a Cowboy Repeater? I'm not even from a place where there's a desert. But you might just change your mind whenever you pick up this piece of cowboy history.